Take it easy, man. Hey, dude, you touched my camera again, we're gonna have a fucking problem. Hey everybody, welcome back to Carnivore Quest. Today's the day. I'm gonna head over to Publix and see if I can get some of that standing prime rib at $6.99 a pound. You guys know I put out that video urgent, letting you guys know about it. I haven't been able to get over there and get some for Cass and I, but today's the day. First, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, LMNT'S. LMNT'S, a delicious electrolyte drink mix that comes in these single serving packets. Today, I'm using a little bit of the raw and flavored for the road. But tonight, I'll be enjoying one of the 3 flavors in LMNT'S New Chocolate Medley. Actually designed to be enjoyed hot. The chocolate mint, chocolate raspberry, and the new chocolate chai will turn a normal cup of hot water into carnivore hot chocolate. Our new order just arrived this morning. We got 2 boxes of the chocolate medley and 2 boxes of chocolate caramel. And pro tip, if you order 3 boxes, the 4th one is a bonus. This guilt-free treat has completely replaced our evening coffee, and each packet contains 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium, all while having no sugar, gluten, or artificial ingredients. As always, LMNT'S offering our viewers a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 free single serving packets with any order. So when your chocolate medley arrives, you can try everything LMNT has to offer before your next order. Warm up this winter using our link below at drinklmnt.com/CarnivoreQuest. And remember gang, the chocolate medley is only available for a limited time. So head on down to drinklmnt.com/CarnivoreQuest and get yours today. And if you're not 100% satisfied, LMNT'S second to none customer service will let you keep the product and they'll send you a full refund. Thanks again, LMNT, for sponsoring today's video. And another big thank you to all of you who have used our Carnivore Quest link for your LMNT. Huge deal for Cassie and I. Thank you very much. By the time you see this video, this Publix standing rib roast sale should have ended. But the rumor in our private Facebook group is the sale is going on till Christmas. Let everyone know in the comments if you can confirm this, because a sale like this means more carnivores can fit some ribeyes into their budget. We have arrived at Publix. Weather's pretty brutal out. It's pretty nasty, but it's not too cold, which is cool. I got to give a shout out real quick, guys, to Brett. He's been a long time subscriber. He's part of our Carnivore Quest community on Facebook, and he sent us a gift certificate for Publix via email. And Brett, thank you very much. Comes at a time, you know, we could really use it, and we're going to be able to get many more prime rib roasts because of your generous gift. So thank you, brother. Let's get in here and let's get some. Not seeing a sign limiting how many prime rib roasts you could get, I grabbed 5 of them. 3 for $10 Kerrygold butter, I'll take it. Well, I picked up 5 of those bad boys for today, and Brett, thank you very much. This is gonna be real good. You can see what's behind me, all this junk food here. Yeah, no man, I'm not recording you. No, I got it facing me. Take it easy, man. Hey, dude, you touched my camera again, we're gonna have a fucking problem. Man, I almost got into it with that guy. You don't reach for my phone. Alright, I got those rib roasts in the car, all 5 of them. I'm gonna head back in here and see if they say anything, because I don't want to make another trip if I don't have to. So let's see. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but hey. I'm on the carnivore diet, suckers. These people can eat their TV dinners. This one doesn't look this good. I got 4 of them here, but I'm gonna put this one back. All right, we got those 8 roasts loaded up. And it's gonna be good. It's Gonna be a little bit of work, you know, storing them, getting ready for freezing, but so worth it, gang. Back home, got to get these rib roasts unloaded into the house. Yeah, that guy in Publix, it looked like he was drunk, or he was on something, you know. He was convinced I was filming him. Paranoid sucker, huh? A little white powder on your nose. Whatever the case, he backed down. Sure is nice to be home out of that nasty weather. Today was an adventure, huh? I got irritated there for a couple seconds, and I apologize for that language I use in the store. I'm sure I'll beep it out in the edit. Don't touch my stuff, right? Keep your hands to yourself, and we're all good. Cassie is going to be so surprised when she sees all this meat. Brett, I had not told her about your generous gift. She's going to find out when she sees 3 times the amount we were planning on getting. I had to make a little room in the refrigerator, but I got it all in there. In a couple days, Cassie and I will tag team. We'll probably break down half of them, freeze them as steaks, and keep the rest as roasts. Let me know in the comments if you guys were able to take advantage of this sale at Publix or any other sales in your area. I'm going to leave you now with a few clips. I'm going to timestamp them down in the description. First segment will be Little Larry demonstrating how to break down a standing rib roast properly to cut it into steaks. After that, Cassie will demonstrate how to properly freeze steaks cut up without using a vacuum sealer. We used this method last year. And if you're going to keep your roast whole, the third section will be me showing you how to cook a rib roast. It was the first time I ever did it, and it came out absolutely phenomenal. You'll get a laugh. I made a few mistakes, but I'll put those 3 timestamps down in the description in case you've seen one or two of them and you want to skip ahead. Really appreciate you guys stopping by for a few minutes today. If you're new, it'd be really cool if you subscribe, and everybody hit the like button.
Let's get into this. But before we do, you have a gift for your dad.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Carnivore Quest. My name's Larry, and my parents are trying to lose 250 pounds eating just the carnivore diet. So far, they've lost over 120 pounds, they're feeling good, and they're getting their life back.
Damn, not bad.
Just gonna take this kitchen twine off. So in this particular instance, this bone-in roast has been decoed, as we call it in the butcher shop. That just means that the bone plate has been cut off diagonally. This makes it easy for people to take the bones off whenever they're done roasting it, because bones give all that extra flavor. So what we're going to do is just take this off so I can demonstrate cutting a boneless roast into steaks.
So what can you use the bones for?
So after you take these off, and after you're done roasting them, they're going to be nice and dark brown. So you can use these most probably for a stock. That would be their best use, but you can also use them for bone marrow, for bone broth as well.
Oh, great.
Or give them to your dogs.
Or give them to your dogs. Okay, so now that we have those bones off, we have what is essentially a boneless ribeye loin. And so we're just going to take this, and what I like to do first, this is what we do at work. This is kind of at an angle, diagonally, so we're going to, what we call facing it. So we're going to take one of the uneven portions here, take our knife, get as thin as possible so we waste as little meat as we can, and just go right in there and get that off of there. And it's not going to be perfect the first time, you're going to have to trim a little bit, that's okay. And as you can see, now we got a perfectly flat, beautifully marbled ribeye loin there. And after you're done facing your beautiful loin, you can use this meat for whatever you'd like. I like to put it into a grind, make some fresh ground beef, but you can also just save this as the cooked snack. And now that you have your loin faced, even and ready to go, you can just cut it into steaks as thick or as thin as you'd like. I like about 1 inch to 1.5 inches in thickness. That'll give you about 1 pound per steak, which is good for one adult typically. And once you have your steak like this, you'll notice that we have a big old piece of fat down here. Now most people aren't gonna eat all this obviously, so what you can do is you can take it and just trim it off at a downward angle like this, and you can use this for beef tallow.
Or you can eat them. Nothing better than fat trimmings fried in bacon grease. Oh yeah.
finish trimming off some of that, and you have yourself an absolutely gorgeous boneless ribeye.
I learned a lot watching Larry trim these steaks and make them look pretty. There's a lot to it, and man, he's good at it.
So this is going to be your Delmonico steak. It is characterized by its 3 notable segments. This is going to be your rib fillet. This is your eye, and here is honestly part of the cut that I can never remember the name of.
Okay, so as you can see, we had a 10.5-pound loin, and we've got essentially 6 steaks with a mini roast over here, and this one's looking pretty good too. You know, at $5.79 a pound, and the marbling's really good, so we're gonna be eating some steak here. And when Larry told me the price, I was a little hesitant. That just didn't make sense to me. $5.79 a pound. I mean, that's a better price than a lot of ground beef that you're gonna find. So, and we've got ribeye. Now I'm going to show you this method of basically vacuum sealing without a vacuum sealer. So here I have a freezer bag, and I'm just gonna put the steaks in here like so. And right here is a stock pot, and I filled it up with water. We're going to use the weight of the water to help push out the air, and it'll almost give you a vacuum seal. So I closed most of it, allowing this to stay open so it can help push out the air. So we're just going to drop it in the water. It's pushing it out, pushing it out. There we go. Just being careful not to let any of the water get in. Okay, how about that? There's still a little air in there, but for the most part, you know, it looks pretty good. I think we got some a decent seal here. So that should last probably 9 months to a year with that, providing there aren't any holes in it and it's properly frozen. So there you go. There you have it. I'm gonna get Larry back in here. We're gonna cut all these up, get them wrapped up, and get them ready for the freezer. But for this big guy, I'm going to show you a different method, how to freeze it whole. I'm going to take some cling wrap, and we are just going to wrap it up like a mummy. I'll go once around the length, and a few times around the width. Try and take care to overlap any seams. See, I gave myself about 1.5 inches there. I'm going to try and draw out as much of the air as possible. Also keep in mind that with a bone, you could get some ribs, so make sure there's a nice thick layer. So we've got all of this wrapped up like so. Now we're going to take another bag. Believe me, we have so many plastic bags laying around from the grocery store. I think they would work just as fine too. This is a big guy. Now we'll just get a twist tie, and that's one real easy method to freeze an entitled roast. And this should keep for about 6 months without any freezer burn.
So I looked up a video from Chef Jean-Pierre. I love this guy. He's got an awesome channel and he had a great easy recipe, so I'm going to be following that. Also, I'm going to be using, for the first time on camera, our meter thermometer. Got this a year ago, used it only once. Lori and Chris Spath, they influenced me to buy this. Most of the steaks I make aren't that thick, so I really never needed to use this. But for something like this is perfect. So we'll check it out. I'll put the link in the description, but I'm sure if you watch Laura's channel, you already have one. I cut one of the roasts in half and I weighed this. This is almost 3 pounds on the dot. With this recipe, all you're worrying about is internal temperature. So I set the oven to 250 degrees. I salted both sides. It's been sitting out about an hour and a half to get it to room temp. Now I need a roasting pan and a wire rack if I can find one. Yeah, there it is. This rack is actually from our air fryer. All right, we got the meter in there. Now we're looking for 120 degrees. So I got the meter set up to let me know 250 degrees until it reaches an internal temperature of 120. So I got the meter hooked up to our tablets. 5 minutes to go to reach that 120 degrees. Getting hungry. Oh, it fell. Oh no. Oh, brutal. So as you can see, this fell and the thermometer was touching the pan, so oh my gosh, it's probably way overdone. I think I blew it, gang. I'll still eat it. Damn. I'm still gonna do what Chef up here said to do.
We're gonna let this guy rest beautifully like this. Just cover it up. You know, I hate aluminum foil, but it's not really touching it. It's just keeping it warm a little bit. And the beauty of it now, all of the juices from the outside, inside are gonna slightly travel through a little bit of the outside, so we won't have any of overcooked edges at all. It's gonna be nice and moist from the inside out. Beautiful.
In his video, he said it tempted for quite a while, but his roast was more than double this size, so I'm just gonna let this rest about 15 minutes and then go on to the next step. I think I'll blow it. All right, gang, Chef Pierre says to cover this in butter. This is a reverse method of what Cassie did with the boneless. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it like he did. I'll show you the footage of how he did it. I like what he says about butter.
I'm just gonna pour a little bit of soft butter in there, friends. And it's still warm, so it's gonna be very easy to just apply it everywhere, you see. I got myself a brush in case I needed to, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. And now what we're gonna do, the oven's gonna be at 500, so the butter is just gonna get golden brown. And we don't want the butter to be too soft because we want it to stay on long enough to get golden brown, you see. And you certainly don't need to put the butter. Some people add mustard and things. It's up to you, really. I like, you know, I love butter. What can I tell you? I love butter.
You know what? I think I'm gonna lay it down. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just lay it down? I think so. We're gonna finish it off like this. At this point, I'm flying blind. $5.79 a pound is a good time to learn. While the roast is resting, I'll increase the oven temperature to 500 degrees. Remove the foil and stick it back in the oven. All right, back in the oven at 500 degrees for about 10 minutes. Cross your fingers, gang. All right, guys, let's get this out of the oven. Pretty. All right, gang, here's the finished product. We shall see. Oh yeah. Now Chef Pierre said to get this bone off here, so let's give that a try. Let it rest for about 5 more minutes. Oh yeah, he says to cut down the bone like this. Oh my goodness, it's looking good, guys. Uh-oh. Give me a break. Oh my goodness. Look at that, gang. This might have come out alright. The big reveal. Oh yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Considering my blunder. Very cool. Awesome.